Alright, and we're back. Literally just ended the video and started it again. So, let's, oh, damn, I accidentally hit the fire. So let's go ahead and progress this mission. I do wish they put more, like, secret loot things, because you can kind of walk all the way around here, all the way around there, but there's, like, literally nothing.
Commander, it's Nihilus.
Our boy Nihilus. Now we're gonna ignore him for a second. Don't need a top off, to be honest. So we don't really need that. Gonna grab this upgrade kit, which is actually hard to see in the OG, but they made it pretty visible. What did I get? Face grounds. I actually will do that. We'll give you the combat sensor. I already do a lot of damage, so just kind of bypassing shields isn't a bad thing. Oh, damn. Sorry.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
Sneaking up on us like that nearly got you killed.
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
I need to know how Nihilus died.
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
Where'd Saren go after he killed Nihilus?
He jumped on the cargo train and headed over to the other platform. Probably going after the beacon. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
Little sus.
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
It'd be like that, you know?
If you hadn't snuck off for that nap, you'd probably be dead just like all the others.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to think about it.
No, we're not gonna do this one yet, but we will. Let's see.
Tell me about the Geth attack.
It was quick. 1 minute the ship was descending, the next, those Geth were swarming over the platform, thousands of them. They must have been inside that mothership. They shot anything that moved. It was a massacre.
Tell me about this mothership you saw.
I've never seen anything like it before. It was huge. Landed over near that platform. The whole place got dark as it came down. And it was making this noise, this sound that bored right into your brain. That's what woke me up. The attack came a few minutes later.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the beacon?
They brought it here this morning. We loaded it up onto the train and shipped it to the other platform. Hard to believe that was only a few hours ago. Feels like a whole other life.
You're Cole's contact here on the docks. For the smuggling ring.
What? No! I mean, what does it matter now? So I'm a smuggler, who cares? My supervisor's dead, the entire crew's dead. Doesn't matter now, does it?
Maybe not, but I could use some extra firepower.
Anything hidden nearby that we could use against the Geth?
A shipment of grenades came through last week. Nobody notices if a few small pieces go missing from the military orders.
You greedy son of a bitch. We're out here trying to protect your sorry ass, and all you can think about is how you can rip us off?
I never thought you'd actually need those grenades. Who'd want to attack Eden Prime? We're just a bunch of farmers. How was I supposed to know?
Forget about him. He's not worth it.
You're lucky the commander's here, pal. Hand over those grenades.
They're yours. Take them. My smuggling days are over, I swear.
A lot of Marines died here, Powell. Those grenades could have come in handy. If I were you, I'd think of some way to make it up to them.
Yeah, okay. There is something else I was saving. Could be worth a fortune. Experimental technology, top of the line. Take it. I don't need it. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. Really, I'm sorry.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
And the experimental technology is honestly not that great. It's this every time, but you know, it's not bad. It's funny, I already got one. But you know, it's just a small boost, which we'll take. I don't really ever use grenades in this game, but they are pretty good if you use them. But especially on Legendary Edition, just kind of not necessary. Alright, we got a banger playing, bro. Did y'all even fire y'all's guns, bro? It's okay, y'all don't need to. A one-man army. Boy got cooked. Alright, let's play a little smart here. Attack sprint. Bro, I was gonna shoot that. What are y'all doing? Now, even though I am losing, especially since it's like a prologue mission, it does become very easy to die in this game. There are some things I can essentially one-tap you. Let's see if I can flesh him out. Bro, is that not close enough to him? That's crazy. See if I put it right there. Okay, that one flushed him out. Man, oh well. We did it.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
Bro, you can't tell me that this whole soundtrack ain't a banger.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down.
Already ahead of you. Already ahead of you, Ashley. It's okay. Not everybody can be as fast as me. Alright, whatever. Look at me go. Call my Usain Bolt the way I ran through that. Look at my squad mates barely catching up. This is why I'm gonna be a Spectre, and you aren't. What if I might become a Spectre later on? Oh. See, that attack, low-key, would actually hurt. And then these guys, the snipers, these are the guys that can essentially one-tap. So they're a little scary when you see their little laser beam pop up. But outside of that, they ain't shit. Oh, bro. I just completely ran past one. Sorry, I only have 3 minutes. And way harder in the OG, which I never actually played much Insanity on the OG, but the time is definitely a little bit more warranted originally. Usually you can kind of beat this section in about a minute. Honestly, what the hell? Bruh, you good?
Not in the middle of a fight!
Alright, just making sure. You kind of just fire for no reason. Whatever. I'll go through it in a bit. That's crazy I two-tap him. I didn't realize it was like that easy. Trying to push the dude over the edge. Alright. Mysterious alien artifacts. And a lot of dead enemies. But first, let's explore a little bit. Because there's some extra little goodies we can get. Ooh, that's actually pretty good for people that can't regen. So, aka Caden, a little bit of health regen, not much, but don't have to constantly use the Medi-Gel. I'll take this little shield recovery. I low-key like the 3-round burst a little bit. I'll keep that for somebody else. Hurricanes. Hammer. Oh, I got chemical rounds, right? I guess I'll get that to somebody else. Alright. Run. Excuse me. A little bit of something right here. Alright. And there's nothing up here, sadly. Again, like, definitely could have added a few secrets here and there, but, you know. It's all good. You can't have secrets around every corner. The armor piercing and a high caliber barrel. Yes, please. I always feel like there's something right there, but there's not. Every time my hopes go up, my disappointment also goes up. Now, this does come with some drawbacks, right? Minus 20% rate of fire, minus 20% heat absorption. So instead of reloading in the first game, you basically have a heat meter. But honestly, it'll be fine for me. Shouldn't be that big a deal. I think that's... Alright, we got another armor piercing. You know what? I guess just for... Nah, I'll leave it. Let's just finish this mission. But first, more loot. And then, secret cutscene.
My god. It's like someone dropped a bomb.
That must be where the Geth's ship landed.
I like how the music just cuts out and it's just silence at the end. The jank, man, gotta love it. But here we go. Let's check this thing out.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is
Request
amazing.
immediate...
Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up. Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
Shepard!
No, don't touch it! Too dangerous!
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime. The Normandy, a human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
This human must be eliminated.
Dr. Chakwas, I think he's waking up.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
Minor throbbing. Nothing serious. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
You had no way to know what would happen.
Actually, we don't even know if that's what set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. The lieutenant and I carried you back here to the ship.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death? Destruction? Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
Nah, bro. That vision fucking hurt my ears. I forget it's so loud.
Chief Williams isn't part of the Normandy crew.
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
I didn't do anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the Council can see that.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren. That other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best. A living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
Of what?
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
We prove Saren's gone rogue, and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the Ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Alright. Now this is where I originally intended to end the first part, but you know what, we'll keep going a little further. Alright, okay, I don't need this many ARs. Hold on, actually, only need two. Need another pistol. I gave her all those. Okay.
Hey, Commander. I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
You're a good soldier, Williams. You belong on the Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. I appreciate that.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
I think you're gonna fit in here just fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
Now, one thing that's kind of sad is, Kane doesn't really have much to say in the first game if you're male Shep. Female Shep, because you still get that same essential dialogue from Ashley, not essential, but you get basically the same thing. Caden, then you get dialogue from if you're a female. But as a male,
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
he ain't got shit to say.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
I know you swing both ways, bro. I know it. You can't lie to me. It's alright. He likes acting tough in the first game.
Go speak to Joker when you're ready. Tell him to bring the Normandy into dock.
Oh man, look at this bed. It's almost like it's just two beds put together to make one bed, but you know, it's okay. He's still got that extra space. Let's see. Little pods. I've always wondered, I don't know if these are supposed to be like cryopods or like essentially beds. It's honestly low-key not clear. Oh, that looks kind of like ice. So I guess these are cryopods. Hmm. So after any main mission, you get this little locker that you can open to get some extra leveled goodies. What's the striker? This is the 3-round burst pistol. Actually, for my pistol, I actually low-key like having not the 3-round burst.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
I'll talk to her another time. Her dialogue really doesn't change throughout the game. Now, we can go up here and just keep progressing, but let's take a little gander down here. Ooh, little goodies. And look at this. Little tank thing. Oh, come on. Where'd it go? Bruh. There we go. Alright, here's where you can equip your squad mates. We only got 2. You see there's 4 more lockers. Hint hint, nudge nudge. We get a couple more. Actually I'm gonna give you an Avenger. King, you're fine. Who's this?
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of products. I already have several basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands. Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
What do the different manufacturers offer?
There are too many for me to keep track of, but each license will explain what it's good for.
How often will you get new items?
Well, that depends on how many licenses you've purchased, but I'll rotate items on a regular basis regardless. And anytime we land someplace with a big enough port, I'll buy, sell, and trade whatever I can. Check back often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most basic items will be stocked consistently.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Alright. No, we're a big old broke boy right now, but you know, I can at least grab these little 2 upgrades for now. More heals, more boom booms, never a bad thing. Even though I don't use boom booms that much. This is honestly a really cool thing for like, what was this, 2007 this game came out? You got all these moving parts that rotate at different speeds too. Oh, it's pretty cool. And of course in the codex you can read all about like what this stuff is, but essentially it's just our engine core.
Shame about Jenkins.
Alright. That's all we can basically do for now. And let's go up. Oop.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
Still can't use it. Tragic. for the XP. Let's go in here real quick and boop. Look at that big XP, 12 XP, bro. Or power leveling. Thought there was something I could get right there, but maybe that's later. Or maybe that's one of the other games. Things kind of blur. Alright. Let's go to the Citadel.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Of that ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower, too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side, then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not his.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Here we are. The Citadel. Pretty big place.
Big place.
Yes, Caden. It is indeed a big place. Now there's a lot we can do, to be honest, in this area. I'll probably just follow the little main story for now. So let's see. Captain Hendrickson reported some unusual energy readings during a patrol of the Argos Rho cluster. She had particular concerns about the Hydra system, but was recalled before her team could investigate further. no patrols are scheduled for that sector. Do we want to send in a recon team? We're gonna be the recon team. Yeah. Go in there, talk to some people. But again, we're just gonna kind of avoid that for now. We'll do it at some point.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
I will talk to you real quick though.
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
You know who I am?
Yes, I receive reports on all newly arrived dignitaries and notable people.
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically, you are at the Citadel embassies. If you have more questions, please access Avina.
What's that?
Oh, Avina is the virtual guide for the Citadel. Feel free to access the terminal yourself.
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
I should be going now.
Have a pleasant day.
And then there's actually, before we do that, one more person I want to talk to real quick. Go through here. I'll talk to this man. And I guess I'll get that little computer over there.
Commander Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
I came on my own. I need information.
You humans are always so curious, always sticking your fingers into someone else's pie. Is that the right expression? Never mind, forget I asked. Was there something you needed, Commander?
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the Council.
What do you have against the Spectres?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law. Especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
Sometimes you have to bend the law to keep people safe.
I've been with CSEC for 30 years. I've never had to break the law to do my job, not once.
Yeah, right. You expect us to believe none of your officers are corrupt?
There are over 200,000 CSEC agents. Some of them are going to be bad. But we don't turn a blind eye to corruption like the Spectres do. We do our best to find and punish any officer who breaks the law. Spectres? They'll never come under that kind of scrutiny.
The galaxy needs people like that. People who do the dirty jobs.
I agree. But they need to be held to a higher standard. They need to be accountable. Saren's out of control. We both know that. But because he's a Spectre, the Council doesn't want to do anything about it. Is that the kind of person this galaxy needs?
But not all Spectres are like Saren.
True. But the potential is always there.
Speaking of Saren...
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
But he did let slip that, he knows Saren's out of control. Interesting.
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel. We're a civilian government agency, though many of our members have had military training. Of course, as the CSEC representative to the Council, I spend most of my time liaising between the two.
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot. If the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
The Council treats us like second-class citizens. We have to fight for everything we get.
Good. Then fight for it. But don't expect the rest of us to just sit back and let you take it. I'm a busy man, Commander. Are we done here?
I'll be going now.
Goodbye.
Ooh, and a little level up. Hell yeah. Alright. So, again, I'm gonna speed run these two skills. Alright, let's see. What else do I want to do? Let's, that would be nice to have. Actually, yeah. Even though I'm not really using pistols, I'm gonna, you know, up this to about right here so I can get my basic armor. Because damage reduction and hardening is just like the, ability protection. And the shield boost, very nice. So let's just do this. Let's give you better first aid. Don't I give you neural shock? Yeah, I'll give you that. Okay, let's see. Heavy armor is basically right there. So yeah, I am gonna do that so I can be closer to her getting big boy armor. And let's just give you more damage and accuracy. Alright, cool. Cool. Grab this real quick. Diplomatic advisory warning. The following message was transmitted from an untraceable account to multiple recipients across the extranet. It's basically the internet. Further monitoring of the situation is warranted. My fellow biotic, you have been selected to receive this transmission because of our shared plight. Few understand us. Fewer tolerate us. We must stand together. We must build our own new world. Come, join us in the Hawking Edda cluster. Only as one body can we right the wrongs done to our kind. Sounds a little cultish. At least in my opinion, you know. Could be wrong, could be right. The world may never know. Alright.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
Let's talk to Avina, and then honestly I'll probably end it there. And I'll start it back up when we talk to the council.
Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
So are you a person or a program?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Let's take the tour.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
Tell me about the embassies.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be consulted on matters of galactic politics maintains an embassy on the Presidium. The Volus were the first non-council species to be granted an embassy, roughly 2,384 galactic standard years ago. As Citadel space has expanded, more embassies have been added. The most recently added embassy belongs to your own species, humanity. It was added 19 galactic standard years ago, despite some rather vocal opposition.
So you can see we're still pretty new to the scene. Only 19 years ago. It's not a long time.
Why were people trying to keep my species out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. It often takes a century or more before a new species is granted an embassy. The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
Do you agree with their decision?
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
How come the Volus were the first species given an embassy?
In the early years following the formation of the Council, the Volus were, apart from the Asari and Solarians, the most populous and widespread species in Citadel space. They established many new colonies and trading outposts, and they petitioned the Council for a greater role in determining interstellar policy. In recognition of their work to expand interstellar trade and establish a standardized galactic economy, the Volus were granted an embassy here on the Citadel.
So they basically created the whole galactic economy, and yet only an embassy.
Why weren't they made a council race?
The council races have extensive responsibilities. They must provide personnel and ships for the Citadel fleets. They often provide economic aid in times of disaster. It would be unfair to demand such an enormous burden of a species unable to meet these obligations. The embassies allow lesser species to have a voice on the Citadel.
That's pretty damn arrogant.
I apologize if my personality has offended you. Please submit all formal complaints in writing to the Citadel Tourist and Visitor Board.
I want to know more about Citadel security.
Citadel security serves as law enforcement for all regions of the Citadel, though the majority of officers serve in the wards. Executor Palin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC, but individuals from virtually every species across Citadel space serve as officers beneath him. If you wish to learn more, Executor Palin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the lobby.
Do you know anything about Spectres?
The term Spectre is derived from the branch of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. Each Spectre agent is handpicked by the Council. Their primary role is preserving galactic stability and resolving volatile situations that cannot be handled through normal political channels. In this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights and jurisdictions. Spectres answer to no law or authority except the Council itself.
What can you tell me about the Citadel Council?
Originally, the Council consisted of representatives from the Asari and Solarians, the two dominant species in Citadel space. Roughly 1,304 galactic standard years ago, Turians were invited to join the Council in recognition of the role they played during the Krogan Rebellion. Since then, the three Council races have worked together to ensure the peaceful coexistence of the galactic community, while preserving individual autonomy for each species.
It can't be as simple as that. There must be problems somewhere in the system.
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
Now the game pushes you to use the fast travel system around the Citadel, but honestly you kind of miss out on some dialogue you otherwise wouldn't hear if you do that. So CSEC Academy, that's a one-way to the Presidium, if I remember correctly. So let's go do that real quick. And there is a whole lot you can do here at the start, but for now, wait a minute. Actually, ooh, am I being dumb? I am being dumb. I'm gonna be over here. All right. Girl, move.
I can't tell the aliens from the animals.
It's a little messed up, ain't gonna lie. So let's, alright, that's just, the CSEC Academy is just is the in-between of here and the other major area of the Citadel you can go explore. So let's go all the way over here, where that big tower right there is. We'll ride the elevator. We'll call it there.
Look at that bug thing over there. What's it doing?
Please do not disturb the keepers. Please do not disturb the keepers.
Interesting statue.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 2. You are standing near the base of the Citadel Tower, one of the Presidium's most recognizable and important structures. Behind me is the spectacular relay monument, a scale model representation of a Prothean mass relay. To your left is one of the Keepers, the enigmatic caretakers of the Citadel, working on a control panel. You may see Keepers involved in various tasks throughout all levels of the Citadel. We ask that you do not interfere with them in any way. The Keepers are essential to the smooth operation of the Citadel. Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties, including incarceration and rehabilitation.
I do know there's a lot of dialogue here at the beginning, and of course you can kind of skip it, but I don't know, I personally like listening to it, even though I play through this game probably at least once each year. I just like getting the little extra context behind everything.
I'd like to know more about the Keepers.
Little is known about these peaceful servants of the Citadel, though they are essential to the operation and maintenance of the entire station. Citadel regulations protect the Keepers against interference during the performance of their tasks. Failure to comply will result in harsh penalties. Keepers can be seen in all sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and around the tower.
Any particular reason there are so many Keepers in this area?
The Keepers do not communicate with other species. It is assumed, however, that the tower houses the Citadel's primary control systems. Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the Keepers operate those systems from inside the tower's inaccessible core. The Keepers also make frequent appearances in the council chamber itself, though they appear to be just passing through on their way to some other destination.
Tell me about the relay monument.
Discovered by the Asari who first arrived at the Citadel, the relay monument is one of the station's most interesting and controversial features. What is the meaning behind this striking piece of art? Is it a tribute to Prothean vanity? A reminder of their conquest of the galaxy through mass relay technology? Or perhaps it is a symbol of unity, a Prothean acknowledgement that the relays would eventually lead other species here to the Citadel. No one can say for sure, making the relay monument a favorite topic of discussion among academics and scholars.
Tell me about the Citadel Tower.
Housing both the council chambers and Citadel control, the tower is one of the most important buildings on the station. Access to these areas is restricted to those with the appropriate clearance.
What happens in Citadel Control?
Citadel Control handles all incoming and outbound transit. Every ship within 2,000 kilometers of the Citadel is under the jurisdiction of Citadel Control. At peak capacity, they are responsible for monitoring upwards of 1,000 vessels.
I'd like to hear more about the council chambers.
The business of the Council, which often has far-reaching effects on the galactic community, is conducted in a room at the apex of the Citadel Tower. The council chambers themselves are truly a magnificent sight to behold, though few get to experience the view in person. Typically, only the councilors, ambassadors, and high-ranking officials, along with various support staff, are allowed access.
What if someone has business with the council?
The average citizen must go through the proper channels if they wish an audience with the council. This is usually arranged through their respective ambassadors. Even then, few are given access to the actual council chambers. In most cases, the ambassador acts on behalf of the citizen.
I'm scheduled to have an audience with the council.
Only a handful of visitors to the Citadel are ever granted that privilege. I would be jealous, but that is outside the scope of my programming.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
Now, each of the companions will have unique dialogue for certain things around the station. Such as this, as we can tell by the thing.
Art doesn't normally do much for me, but that relay statue, I like.
What about you, Caden?
Anyone else hear that low hum? Sounds like it's coming from that statue. Makes my teeth tingle.
Interesting. Low hum. Curious that he's experiencing that. Let's take the elevator. Most people avoided the elevators though in the OG because they were extremely slow. Honestly, it's not that bad in this though.
The council isn't going to ask me any questions, are they?
just have to trust Ambassador Udina.
No, we don't, sir.
So, like, how many people have, like, actually heard that dialogue? Because most people skip this. And here we are. The council chamber. But I'm going to end it here. And we will pick up right here where we left off in the next one. Thank you for watching.